years in a row.
All right, we're checking back in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. And Alana, I know everyone's talking about the snow, but I heard the wind was a bit of a mess at your house last night when you got home.
Oh, I had to pick up my Christmas decorations, but I knew it was coming. And the wind actually was throughout the state, just gusting ahead of that front. As the front rolled through Utah County, it actually brought some thunder and lightning. This picture from Woodland Hills. Thank you to Peggy for sending it our way. They picked up 6 inches, blew the snow off the trees, but the wild turkeys, unbothered by the storm as it came through. Here's a look at Logan, where they picked up double the amount of Woodland Hills, got a foot of snow. Oh, Ashley, thank you for sending this our way. That was a really quick window of heavy, wet snow up there in Cache Valley. A lot of Great Valley totals coming out of this. And good news, it happened before the commute time, which allowed crews to really work hard and keep things fairly safe. Manaway getting 8.3, 8 inches in Clearfield, so Davis County doing pretty well, 7.8 inches in Magna, Kearns in that arena. Summit Park up there on the backside of the Wasatch getting 7 inches. Salt Lake International got 4. Daybreak also picking up 4, and Duchesne got a quick 2 inches. We'll take anything, right? We like an active pattern, and that's exactly what we're going to see as we roll into the weekend. Those snow totals were healthy, but they do come with some concerns, and that's avalanche danger, folks. We added all of that heavy snow to the high country. We'll look at that warning, as well as an unsettled Saturday for a portion of the state, and then at the end of the weekend, another storm wanting to roll in. I'll explain why and give you a pretty good idea of the reason and the timing as it comes through. High danger for the Wasatch, Western Uintas, and Bear River Range. As a result, we get that avalanche warning, and that is going to stay in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow. I know everybody's anxious to get into the backcountry. We love to snowshoe, we love to backcountry ski, but you have to know before you go, it is not safe. We have seen natural triggered avalanches today. A rather large one. Utah Avalanche Center was posting about that. High pressure taking over now, which means mostly clear skies heading into the overnight and a drying trend. But that drying trend, well, it doesn't stick around forever. It's going to change for a part of the state as we roll into tomorrow. 20s right now. It's cold out there and only getting colder, dipping into the 20s and teens for the overnight throughout northern Utah, the central portion of the state, and even cold down south with upper 30s expected in St. George. Okay, here's what's going on. We've got a slow moving upper level low off the Pacific coast. That's bringing in rain to the Pacific Northwest, but it actually taps into some subtropical moisture and will bring in rain bands for tomorrow into California. We get a little of that as we put it into motion. We start to kind of drag that moisture towards the Beehive State because of that moisture funnel. That subtropical pull allows for that wet weather to hold together, which means we could see some valley rain and the chance of mountain snow in the Beehive State. Let's look at exactly where. So the high is going to break down. Here we are by 11 a.m. and notice that band. It's just a little bit of a ripple, but we have enough moisture left over from our storm system, and with our southwesterly flow pumping moisture into the state, we'll have increased cloud cover and the chance for some valley rain and snow above 6,000 feet. That slides a little further north as we get towards 7 p.m. in the central portion of the state. And then we know rolling into Sunday that another system's on the way. That front comes through. Valley rain, mountain snow, that's going to switch over to snow as we roll into Monday and then late into early Tuesday. So a heads up there. Temperatures will warm with our southwesterly flow taking over. 30s and 40s, still below average though because of the system knocking us down. 59 in St. George, 47 in Moab. Chance of some rain. Active pattern and weather story down there in the south. By the middle of the week, southern Utah has a better chance of getting some wet weather with that approaching system coming from the south. For the Wasatch Front, Sunday and Monday look active and then fairly quiet for the next several days following that system with temperatures in the 30s. Going to be cold. Bundling up, Courtney. Over to you.
All right.